I'm Megan Bennett.
I'm Leslie Meyer.
And this is Gen X Women Are Sick of This Shit.
Hello, Megan.
Leslie.
Oh my gosh, fancy meeting you here.
How the hell did you get here? Wait, I'm in your house. Hi. How are you?
Hi. I'm great.
That's awesome.
I'm good. I'm doing okay. Right now, right.
If you keep saying that, it's gonna get worse and worse.
Well, I don't want to keep thinking about it.
I'm okay. Come to think of it, actually,
let's just stop right there.
Kind of suck.
But in the first 5 seconds of us answering that question, I was great.
Yeah, don't think about it.
Okay. I'm good now.
It's good.
How the hell are you?
I'm just going to say I'm good. And I'm going to leave it at that.
How's your cute dog?
She's really cute. She's sweet. She is my mental safety blanket.
There you go.
My whoopee.
She's your whoopee.
Mm-hmm. I should have named her Whoopee. I keep thinking I should have named her Noodle because I keep calling her Noodle. And I'm like, that would have been a great dog's name. And I didn't do it.
Noodle.
But maybe it's not too late. She's only 10 months old.
You could change it. Whatever she responds to. It could be her middle name.
It's true.
Noodle the Doodle.
Yeah. Noodle the Doodle. She's a cutie. Yeah. She loves nothing more than just sitting on whatever sofa is in her closest proximity. And if you are on said sofa, her head is probably in your lap. It's very sweet.
Yeah. I think that's very necessary for these trying times.
Oh, yes.
I'm enjoying the fact that we've been sitting here talking about our plans for this for the past 45 minutes to an hour. And now is when the heat decides to come on in my house. So you're probably going to hear some
hot flashing.
Some blowing. There's some wind in the background. Producer Tim will do his best. However, you can't get rid of all of it.
You may hear a little bit of wind noise.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a hot flash.
For the whole house.
For the whole house. Everybody gets one.
That's actually a pretty good lead into our conversation today. We're going to do the other segments, but
I'm just here for the juxtaposition.
The hot flash for the whole house. Today, we're going to be talking about the movie Poltergeist.
And we're doing this because Leslie loves this movie.
I do.
It's her faves.
And it had come up in conversation, and we can talk about why that was. And then we were just sort of at the end of our Halloween weekend, transitioning into November kind of thing. And I was like, okay, let's watch it. Because I feel like I probably watch it every, 5 to 8 years, but I forget most things within 5 to 8 seconds. So we popped it on the other night and I was like, holy fuck.
I love it.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm excited to talk about that. I want to hear your gushing about this particular movie.
It's just fascinating. This is deep shit, people.
I think I've seen it once. All the way through.
Okay. Really?
Yeah,
okay.
I know.
Well,
there's probably
you
something
were
wrong with me, but
a little bit older than me too, when it came out.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing it probably hit different.
Maybe, I don't know. Honestly, I'm not even sure I saw it when it came out. It might have been a more recent, within the last 20 years.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Right on.
Something
that would make sense too.
So,
okay.
But that also wasn't really my genre. I was more of a comedy kind of person, and I still am. I had a conversation with who was it? Shit. See, talk about not remembering things.
5 to 8 seconds.
5 to 8 seconds. And this was probably 5 to 8 days ago.
Okay, there you go.
So we know it's gone. But somebody and I were having a conversation about horror movies.
Mm-hmm.
And I made the comment that I really don't like, it was somebody at work. I really don't like jump scares. I am not a jump scare person. I don't need that in my life.
I
already have cortisol issues. I don't need that.
Right.
So
pee your pants these days.
Right. And there's only so many pairs of underwear in the drawer.
Absolutely.
So that's not my thing.
Mm-hmm.
There are horror movies and stuff that I can totally get behind because they're not jump scary. And I don't think Poltergeist is a jump scare kind of movie.
It's got a critical jump scare in it.
Okay.
But generally, no, that is not the premise of this movie.
Okay. Because The Shining, there is a jump scare in that.
Holy moly.
And that one's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
So I can handle one of those. But if it's just for the sake of trying to get you to pee your pants.
Yes.
Then it seems ridiculous and over the top to me.
Yes,
so that's not
I don't need to do that.
Mm-mm.
Like,
Mm-mm.
why do that to my nervous system on purpose?
Right.
At this age.
Right. Like the whole, we went to New York City Comic Con.
Oh, fun.
And it was really cool. There were lots and lots of fun things to look at and comics to buy and far too many people. And I come around the corner and they had this big set for It, Welcome to Derry.
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like it was a big house and people could walk through it and all this stuff. And you come around the side of it and I look up and there's this guy standing in the fake yard and he's got that look on his, like that big dumb smile, like that creepy ass smile.
Yeah.
And he's like looking up at you, like his head's down and he's looking up and he's got that big smile. It was awful. And I just looked at him and I went, nope. And turned around and walked away. And my daughter's like, where are you going? I'm like, nope.
Well,
I'm good here.
Done.
Gotta go. Yeah.
I'm glad you did.
I'm sure he appreciated the fact that it did exactly what he wanted it to do.
Right. Internally, he was like, yes,
I got her.
Winning.
Right.
Sweet. Okay, so we're going to talk about this movie
Yes.
in a little bit as soon as we talk about other deadly things.
Yay.
Welcome back to this episode of Gen X Women Are Sick of This Shit.
Scary shit.
Sick of this scary shit. We are sick of this scary shit. Should we talk about the scary shit we're sick of?
Oh, God. There's so much. I'm not even sure where you start with that. Like, shit you're sick of. Okay, so currently super pissed about SNAP benefits and the government fucking with the whole, people's livelihood. Right?
Feeding people.
Because somehow that's a bargaining chip.
Mm-hmm.
And,
food is a human right.
And the Democrats are in a really shitty position right now because they're fighting for health care for people so that their premiums don't go skyrocketing, which they, in some cases, will triple or quadruple for people.
Absolutely.
It has exactly fuck all to do with, making sure that illegals have health care.
Right.
They don't get Medicare. They don't get Medicaid. Like, quit repeating that narrative. Anyway, so they're in this shitty position. And I just don't think Republicans give a shit. And it's really, really going to hurt people.
Yep.
And I'm not happy about it.
Nope. And so that shit we're really sick of. People deserve to be fed.
They do. And these, for the most part, somewhere in the neighborhood of 80% of people who are on SNAP benefits already have a job. Some have 2 jobs. They are working their asses off. And SNAP benefits equal, ready for this, $6 a day. So you can try to live on $6 a day. And, good luck. Yeah. So the whole thing is making me incredibly angry. And I don't know, nonprofits can't figure it. They can't make up the difference.
Oh, heck no. We're talking about so much.
Yeah.
So much. I mean, communities, our community.
Yeah.
Your community, our nonprofits in Indianapolis are doing the best that they can. And neighbors are stepping up. Lots of people are stepping up. But that's only going to be sustainable for so long.
Right. That money will run out. And for every one meal that a nonprofit provides, SNAP provides 9.
Wow.
So, like, you can't make that up. Right? Like, that's just impossible to make that up.
Profound.
So,
I think that's enough shit that we're sick of this week.
I'm so sick of it. Can I add one more thing that I'm sick of?
Please.
Just because I thought of it, and it's a little lighter of a topic, but there's a pun in there because it's daylight saving time.
Tell me about that.
It's a lighter topic.
Heart.
Is it like 2:00 in the morning right now?
No.
Does it feel like a...
I mean, so when we fall back...
It's 8:15 by God. 8:15 by golly. And it feels like it's like 11:30 at night.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's all...
Yes.
My system's all messed up.
When we fall back, I feel normal again.
Okay.
I'm just like, okay, like I tend to stay up later, and it's even worse during daylight saving time.
Which is hard to say.
But I love the extra daytime. I guess, like, I don't know. It's strongly linked to light, circadian rhythm. That's how it should work out.
Yeah.
So even the first night, I was like, oh, cool. Like, I'm staying up late, but it's like a normal time.
Yeah, I'm all messed up. I like waking up and the sun is coming up for as long as we have that, right?
Yeah,
because that's going to disappear really quickly.
Yeah.
But I like that, but there's something about it just getting dark at like 4:30 and you're like,
yes. I do totally feel that. Yeah. Absolutely. It just like all your energy is gone like so fast. Yes.
And I think part of it is that's my time when I start like, I don't know. It takes me a really long time to wake up, I guess. Like everybody has different rhythms and stuff. Yes. I think I'm just generally a later in the afternoon kind of person.
Makes sense.
It's very short now.
Yep. And I tend to like want to do things when it's daylight. And if I come home and it's dark for some reason, my brain goes,
I'm not going anywhere.
You can't do anything now. Right. I can get up and fucking run the vacuum though, but like I have to make myself do it.
Am I going to run to the store? Probably not. Like it's very dark out there.
No, I'll wait until the light comes back. Why would I do that in the dark times?
Oh, it's dark out there.
I mean,
it's scary.
It's fairly biological though, I think. Whatever. On a very deep primal level. Fuckers, we're not supposed to be out after dark.
No.
We'll get eaten.
That's right. There are tigers.
Duh.
Or bears or something.
Yes.
Dinosaurs.
Wolves, not coyotes, dinosaurs.
There's never been dinosaurs and people.
Woolly mammoths.
No matter who says what, they never existed.
Not the same ever. Time. But there were woolly mammoths and people at the same time.
Yes.
Okay.
I learned about that in Epcot.
Thank goodness for Epcot. Okay, well, let's make a hard transition. Speaking of dinosaurs, who died this week?
Old people?
Yep, sure did. Which ones?
You have a list.
I have one. Well, we have a couple. We know that Dick Cheney died today.
Oh, yeah.
And we don't have to say anything more about that.
I'm real broken up.
We also know that yesterday, we're recording today, but yesterday was November 3rd, Diane Ladd.
Oh, yeah.
Died. A mother of Laura Dern.
Yep.
And I just read that her cousin...
Was she also in the First Wives Club or whatever too? Like, didn't you have? Weren't they all?
I don't know if she was in the First Wives Club. That's a great question. I mean, Diane Keaton was in First Wives Club.
Oh no, it wasn't. It was Bette Midler and
was that Goldie Hawn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
But I
think Diane Keaton may have passed.
She did. We're getting there.
She did.
I got you. But she was related to Tennessee Williams. Distantly.
Really?
Yeah, fascinating. Through marriage and blood relations.
How about that?
Tennessee Williams was a second cousin. Her first husband, Bruce Stern, Laura's father, was an Academy Award nominee. There were all these. And Laura and her mom achieved the rare feat of mother and daughter nominees for their work in Rambling Rose. But I, being a younger-ish person, became familiar with Diane Ladd watching Wild at Heart with Laura Dern.
Yep.
Which I really enjoyed. And that's when I found out who she was.
You mentioned Tennessee Williams and that relationship. And in my head, Tennessee Williams is so much older. And he is not, or was not.
When was he
died
born?
In 1983.
No shit.
I'm picturing him as like an 18,
He died in the 1890s.
Way back in the way old age days. He was born in 1911 and died in 1983. As a theater person, I am shocked.
No, but I think that like, it's always in history.
Right.
We're not,
right.
I mean, when you and I were in college, it would have been taught as part of theater history.
But
right? And I would not have retained that he had died in 1983.
Holy crap,
so I was like 10
either.
years old. So she passed away. And as producer Tim said, Diane Keaton also died on October 11th. And I just really enjoyed Diane Keaton. She's funny. She's quirky. I liked how she dressed.
This was sort of a shocker to me. Like, I guess she just seemed so young.
Yes.
I mean, she was almost 80?
79.
Okay. Yeah. So,
in terms of like energy, how she is in movies, how she is in interviews, that kind of thing. Like you just think of her as a younger person. I think that's really fascinating. What is the age that like people remember us being when we die? We'll have to ask in the future after we're dead.
Future us. Yeah, somebody let us know.
We'll be like, what did you think? So those were kind of like,
Megan, she was easily 78.
He's
like in,
in
sure 2025, she was like
105?
1,000 years. Methuselah.
She was ancient.
She was so old because she bitched about daylight saving time.
Megan Bennett, she must have been 80 when she was on that podcast of hers.
God damn old bitch.
Do you ever think about that? Like, okay, like probably we're not ever going to take this down. Like we'll just go senile and forget we ever did it. So will it just stay out there and people, it'll be like this weird record and they'll be like, why were these people on a podcast?
Maybe they'll put it on Voyager like 12 or something.
That would be really significant.
Like on a little gold record and send us out into space.
That would be so GenX.
Right? like, hey, NASA, if you need a gold record of two old biddies bitching about shit and trying to remember what the hell was going on when they were kids.
The aliens.
We got a podcast for
They'll
you.
They'll be like, why were you making toys of us? We don't look like that.
A little bobbleheads.
I know.
Oh, sweet Mary.
Well, this might be a great time to like take a break.
We should do that.
And then we'll come back and I'll tell you all about this amazing film.
I am looking forward to it. Gen X Women Are Sick of the Shit is supported by Lilas, Love You Like a Sis, a Gen X women's social club.
What's Lilas, Megan?
Lilas is our off-platform, off the Books of Faces, off all of the other traditional social media. It is our space and place for Gen X women to come together, have conversations, meet each other. It's a social club.
It is a social club. It's a membership-based club. Memberships are $10 a month. That does help support us in growing the platform. We purchased a platform that would host a network of women so that you could come together and meet each other in real time
in a safer space, right, than a traditional social media platform, and a much more personal space. So what do we do there, Leslie?
We host movie nights where we live stream some of our favorites as they are available to us. For group watches of films from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. We host a space for a monthly book club. We host
trivia nights
once a month. We have a live text chat.
4 prizes even.
4 prizes. That's true. The space is able to host like weekly text chats so that you can kind of check in real time with people. I would say the critical difference between kind of what this space is and any other social media space that I've experienced is that it is active. You will have to engage in it or be engaged in it by other people. So it's not like a passive consumption thing. It's like making connections.
Yep. And if that's what you're looking for, the opportunity to meet other people, to find people who are maybe in the same similar spaces as you are.
Like-minded, same time phase of life, navigating all of those transitions.
Then this might be the right place for you. So check out Lilas. You can learn more about it at genxwomenpod.com.
Welcome back.
Ooh, that was scary.
Boo. You doing okay?
I don't know. You're going to scare me a little bit. I'm going to be fine.
I mean,
I'm going to be fine. I'm a big girl. I can make this. I'm fine.
I am a little scary. It's menopause. It's not my fault. I can't do anything about it.
I can't help my scariness.
Just what happens.
It's fine. I'm a big girl. I can handle all of it. You can bring it.
I believe in you.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about Poltergeist. What's the famous line from Poltergeist?
They're here. Like that.
Excellent work.
Thank you very much. I've been studying.
Good job. It's like you're an actress.
Actressa.
So you said you did not see Poltergeist as a young person.
Correct.
You saw it as a less young person.
Yes. Now, I was also thinking, have I seen it all the way through?
Valid question.
And I can't confirm or deny that.
Heard. Okay.
I am 78.2% sure I've seen like The Shining all the way through.
Oh, okay.
But it's still a little wishy. I'm not sure.
Right.
You know?
That's some pretty fucking scientific accuracy.
You like that? Like I pulled that completely out of my ass.
Think that because that sounds scientifically accurate, I will cite it in a really important study and say that it's the truth.
Yes, because that's the world that we live in right now.
Right.
My opinion is somehow fact.
Well, yes,
or something.
My golly, especially when you say 78.2%.
I know it sounds like it's totally ChatGPT, which we all know is 100% true.
It tells us nothing but the truth all the time.
It loves you.
Please. We would do much better to have a fucking encyclopedia in our house again.
Do you remember those days?
Yes.
I remember those days.
I loved encyclopedias.
It took longer for us to figure stuff out, but that's okay.
It is okay.
Like, it's okay to go to the library and look something up.
Yes. And to not have it instant. You retain things.
Yeah. It's weird, though. Isn't it strange, like how, because we've had the internet for so much of our life, that it is sort of hard. Like, I feel like I'm losing that grip on what it was like to not have it.
Sure.
You know, I mean, we remember it.
Yes.
Sort of, but it feels like it's slipping away. Like it's, I don't know.
Like if you were interested in something, you would just kind of have to like maybe do some reading and then go, oh, okay, so I think I have a thesis. Let me go to the library and use some of the databases and then like go through the card catalog and maybe talk with a writing coach and like workshop my concept.
Yeah.
Find some resources, make sure that it will be valid.
Right. No. And like, that's all gone.
Pull
like,
together my own ideas. Write them with my own words.
On a piece of paper with a ballpoint pen.
Yeah.
A paper mate.
Vital skill. The fact that we aren't writing is also making us dumber.
Yeah.
That we're not writing with our hands, literally, because that's how we process that. We could really go down this rabbit hole.
Oh, I know.
But guess what, folks?
We should probably talk about this in the future at some other point. About,
absolutely.
Like that whole switching from like living in a non-digital world to a fully and completely immersive digital world. Yeah, I agree. That's cool. That'd be fun. All right. Talk to me now about Poltergeist and why you like it so much.
Well, let me tell you, Megan.
Okay.
This came up last week because we were sitting at one of our locals having a delicious tiki drink. And it's spooky season, so we were talking about scary movies. And the age range of folks that we were talking to, they're like probably mid-30s, mid to late 30s into 20s. Okay. So we were just chatting about it. And I just think Poltergeist is an epic spooky movie. It's just really iconic, all these things. And I think only 1 out of 7, we'll say that, had seen it.
Wow.
And only a couple of them had heard of it.
Oh.
So.
Wow. That's even, I mean, like I could see not seeing it.
Absolutely.
Because it's not like something that's on rotation all the time on TV or whatever. And also, who watches TV anymore?
Right.
So you have to stream it with purpose.
Yes. You would have to go find it or find it in like carousel of like spooky movies that's been curated on Netflix or something like that. Yep. Or you had parents who cared enough to educate you properly and show you said movie.
Sit down, children. We're going to watch this little girl sit in front of a television for 12 hours.
Exactly. Yeah. And that was the conversation.
Okay.
Because the premise of the movie, if it were made today, would not work. Because the only reason that Carol Ann becomes possessed and the way that the poltergeist gets access to the house is through the television. Do you remember what was different? First of all, we had fucking just television and not cable. But what else was different about TV when we were kids?
TV ended at like 11 o'clock or whatever. You had the national anthem play, you know, whatever. And then you had fuzz.
Yep. And the static would be on, and your dad would be passed out in the armchair, or your mom or your grandma or whoever was passed out in the armchair with their Miller Lite in their hand. Maybe I'm speaking from experience. I don't know. But the static would be on.
Yeah.
Like that. Yep. Producer Tim was reenacting.
Soothing static.
Mm-hmm. And that's how the ghosts fucking got in.
Through static.
And there's a theory that's put forth that's like, because the channel's not picking up signal, it's able to receive signals of another kind.
Oh.
So
this is much deeper than I anticipated it was going to be.
I mean, we could really go into the very accepted parapsychology of all of this, highly researched. However, so that's how the conversation came up.
Okay.
And it was just like, okay, first of all, you wouldn't, the movie wouldn't work in the same particular way. It was such an innocuous thing.
Yeah.
Just like the TV's on in the living room. Of course, it goes off. Everybody would know that. There would be no cultural weirdness.
You wouldn't have to sit there and explain it.
Absolutely.
Because you just knew it.
Around
so like any of these 20 or 30-year-olds, that is completely foreign to them.
24/7 media, 24/7
All the time,
entertainment.
yeah.
There's never a break. Like,
right.
Ever.
No.
So just imagine there's
do any channels go off anymore?
I don't have network television, so I don't know.
So I have YouTube TV, which I guess is just like, whatever. But who I'm also pissed at right now because they're in a fight with ABC and General Hospital. They erased all my fucking General Hospitals.
This is why we need to keep our fucking VHS tapes, people.
Shit. I had 2 weeks of unwatched General Hospitals and they erased them. And do you think I can find them? No, I cannot.
Fuck those people.
I am so mad.
Keep your media. Keep your media. Don't
anyway,
give it up.
not related to this or anything, right? Like not related to Poltergeist.
Network television is also 24 hours now.
Oh, Jesus. So there's no silence
anywhere. I mean, I guess it's like, and they're probably,
it's all
shitty infomercials and
yeah, I mean, it's look at the ball bearings in this dildo. Like it's shit like this.
Is that what they sell on network television after dark?
Last time I watched it, yeah.
Look at the ball bearings in this dildo.
I am staying up later tonight.
Says the man who doesn't obviously have a dildo.
No, I'm just saying.
But if he's shopping, he knows where to find one.
He does. Channel 6. Late night. We're gonna get sued.
In the early 2000s, there was an older woman who came on.
What?
This is true.
Okay. I'm sorry. There's like a record scratch.
Needle scratch.
We're going to interrupt this program, friends.
Tim,
tell us, producer
Tim. Story about dildos.
Okay.
But keep it quick because we still got to fucking finish this episode.
No, I know. Okay, so in the early 2000s, I was in a relationship that person worked at a bar. So our hours of existing in the world were shifted to the later
to bar hours.
Yeah, bar hours. So I would watch TV to wind down from social interactions.
Mm-hmm.
And it was late night.
That's what he called it.
And that's what wound you up.
Social interactions.
Anyway, so there was like this is how I know network television just goes to infomercials. Mm-hmm. They sell those hours to whoever is willing to pay for it.
Highest bidder.
Right. And there was an elderly woman and who spoke very frankly.
Oh, this was not Dr. Sue.
No. This is not Dr. Ruth.
Dr. Ruth. Okay.
Like,
it's a Dr. Ruth. Like
I shit you not, this woman looked like
clone.
She could easily be both either an aloof professor of a community college and live in a mobile home park somewhere.
Okay.
Wow.
And
she's awesome.
Yeah. So she would have guests on and they would talk about these products. And like, I will never forget this one because not only did it have ball bearings in the middle of it, she turned it on and it would like move. And it was like,
was it?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's amazing.
It would oscillate like a tentacle a little bit.
Okay. So there's a reason for that But I'm not going to get into that right now.
No, that's fine.
Because all of the women who are listening to this, they know why. Like, I don't have to explain it to them.
Okay.
They know why it's undulating.
Yes.
I just did the longest Google search ever in the whole history of the world on my phone.
Did you find it?
And of course, and I remember this because we've had this conversation and I've done this Google search before. It's Sue Johansen, a Canadian sex educator who gained popularity through late night television shows, including reruns on American networks like the Oxygen Network. While she was Canadian, I was like, did she become not Canadian later on? Help me understand. Her shows were widely seen in the U.S., and a U.S. version of her show, Talk Sex with Sue Johansen, aired in the late 2000s.
Yes, that
there
was.
you go.
There it was.
Her
there it was.
undulating
Yeah.
vibrators.
She was a registered nurse who became a sex educator and was known for her frank, no-nonsense approach to sex education on her shows like Sunday Night Sex Show.
So here's what I think is great. This
Yes.
makes me very happy that Tim absorbed that information.
He did.
That he
was not just a typical dude.
He wasn't just watching it and like it went in one ear and out the other.
Right.
He learned something.
He did.
He knows about ball bearings.
He does, and how important they
And
are
how
in the
important they
dildo
are.
industry.
In dildos. Yes. Bravo, Tim.
Well done.
Bravo.
I
That
mean,
is
at least you know
fan-fucking-tastic.
that women had a place where they could use a dildo, which I would say is probably a step up.
From some, yes.
From some.
Absolutely, yeah.
Who don't even know where the baby comes from.
It's from the pee-pee hole.
True story.
Oh, Lord.
Okay.
Back to Poltergeist.
We're going to put the needle back on the record. Maybe that's an after hours clip. We don't know.
Oh, no. That sucker needs to be left in. Leave it
Let's
in.
return to 1982, which is both
Boop-a-doo, boop-a-doo, boop-a-doo,
the release
boop-a-doo,
year
boop-a-doo,
for the
boop-a-doo.
film and the year that the film is set in, which is
Meta.
ironic, not ironic.
That's super meta. Yeah.
Well, and my understanding is like there actually is quite a bit of kind of political and social commentary in the film. So it being set in the present moment is on purpose here now. In 1982, suburban America met the supernatural through a flickering TV screen and I would say, soon-to-be missing little girl. Poltergeist was not just another haunted house story. It was a mirror reflecting the dreams, fears, and contradictions of the 1980s.
Okay.
There we go. So the premise of this movie
Mm-hmm.
is that there's some crazy shit going on in this house.
Okay.
And the little girl, just being a small child who's a listener and a noticer and just
Sure.
really sensitive and attuned and emotional, is easy to communicate with through the static on the TV screen.
Okay. So the spooky ghost people or
Right.
things, right?
Yes.
Are talking to her while she's watching
Yes.
not a
Not-
vibrator
No.
commercial.
Not Sue Johansen.
but just fuzz.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like one of the opening shots that just sort of sets the premise for the whole movie is like it's storming. Oh gosh, there's so much I want to say. It's storming. They're trying to get the kids to bed. They're trying to get the kids to bed. The kids, whatever. And so everybody ends up in the family bed, right? Because they can't get the kids to stay in bed. It's terrible outside. And the static is on the TV and the little girl like kind of sits up. And she's sort of listening, and then she crawls down to the end of the bed and she sits down. And she's just sitting there staring at the TV. And she says, yes,
Ugh. Okay.
She's like, I hear you, whatever. She
Mhm,
says these
mhm.
tiny little
Mhm.
words, and then we move on from there. So
Okay.
it like sets the premise right
Okay.
away, which I find just ever so terrifying. So Poltergeist was produced by Steven Spielberg and directed by Tobe Hooper and written by Steven Spielberg, Michael Grass, Grais, and Mark Victor, from a story by Spielberg himself.
Okay.
And the stars in the film, I was familiar with these people just because they were actors of our era, but Jo Beth Williams, who's a total fucking hottie in it. And then Craig T. Nelson.
Coach.
Yeah, there we
Coach.
go.
Okay.
So they're like the adults that are in the movie. And just in reading about it, I had no idea there was any like controversy behind the scenes, but evidently Steven Spielberg was directing E.T. at the same time.
Okay.
Kind of, or like
Okay.
there was some proximity there.
Sure.
And so he was contractually bound to not direct anything else. But this was like kind of his baby. So there are all these stories, like if you go look on Reddit or do just like a quick Google search, or there's like just fan sites and that kind of thing, where, I mean, Tobe, poor guy whose name is already got 5.5 to 8 seconds already out of my brain. Tobe Hooper was like director in name only, but then there are different accounts based on the different actors or people who worked on the set. They're like, no, he was the one doing all the blocking. He was placing all the actors. Like, it was a collaboration.
Steven Spielberg was meeting with him after work and saying, okay, now you need to redo this shit because it's not
worse than that. He was actually on set like 5 to 6 days a week. So he was very hands-on. And it's sort of like, could you really not let him direct? You know what I mean? Like that his ego was all over it. He was the producer, all these things. And so,
but
I'm sure
maybe,
he probably
maybe
influenced
Toby
things.
knew going into it, right? Like he was saying, I don't know.
I imagine the egos of the time, it was sort of like, you're going to get to do this movie.
Right.
But it's Steven's movie, you know, like the like nod by everybody else in the corner. It's Steven's movie. Regardless, some of the
if
accounts,
it's a hit, then maybe this guy gets more
fucking
jobs,
great,
right? Like,
but this controversy has gone on for a long time. It's come up even in like modern day. There was, I'm not writing anything down. This is not a research-based podcast, y'all. But some of the stuff I was reading is like this came up much later, like a decade or two after the movie was out, and Steven Spielberg was kind of dissing him and just like throwing shit, and some money was involved, and he was like, "No, I really directed it," or I was on set every day. There were things that implied that he hadn't done a lot, and so it wasn't great. And actors have different accounts and all this stuff. Regardless, the movie happened. It was Spielberg's story, and it became like a total fucking classic.
Yeah, I feel like this one is along the same lines as The Shining and Rosemary's Baby and, you know, Exorcist, and kind of like of that same heft.
Yes.
Right? Like,
absolutely. And this, when we rewatched it the other night, I guess the reason it stuck out and I wanted to talk about it, I was like, okay, like if you watched a movie about GenX right now, like let's say, well, I mean, even just watching Stranger Things, like the set is dressed to kind of look Gen X, but this is literally like a day in the life. It's like a house. It is 1982. Yeah. It is everything that we grew up with. I mean, we were just looking at like the children's bedroom and all of the things that were lined up in the windows.
Yeah.
And it was unbelievable.
Well, it's funny because you and I talked about that before we started recording, and I did pull it up, and it like to look in the bedroom, and there's the Darth Vader collector's case where you had all of the different Star Wars figures in there. Speak and Spell, amazing, love that thing. The Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, like little action sets, and a TIE fighter, and an the poster for Alien the movie. Hey, there was some cross promotion.
Scary
right?
fucking movie. Yes.
Yeah. So it's interesting. Like you got Steven Spielberg with all of the Star Wars stuff.
Right.
Like
putting all of George Lucas's stuff.
Sure.
Which it would have absolutely been culturally relevant. But
also it's my best friend, and I'm kind of working on this movie too, and all that. So
absolutely. Well, and you found like in the corner, like in one of the shelves, there was like a pillow.
Oh yeah, like Jeffrey from Toys R Us.
Yeah,
like a pillow of Jeffrey. Yeah,
was like in that scene, and I was like, no way! Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
but it is just like that is childhood. You know, I was born in 1973, so I was like 9, almost 10 when this came out, and my brother certainly had all of these things.
There's a Mylar balloon that's floating around. There's this creepy clown.
Yeah,
there's
creepy clown.
Does that have a? Again, I've only seen this once. Does the clown have a?
Well, when you said this movie probably doesn't have jump scares, the clown is the single jump scare. And it is the worst. And I have to say on principle, who the fuck bought that clown? No child wants that clown.
Nobody wants that clown.
That was there just for it to be terrifying.
Yeah, if you see a clown in a movie, it's probably not going to go well.
No, absolutely not. Stay away from that movie and that clown.
Unless it's Shakes the Clown, which is, that's a deep cut, by the way. I believe Bobcat Goldthwait Is that right? Tim's nodding at me, so I think that's right. But yeah, that one's funny.
Gosh. So early 80s, Reagan's president.
Okay.
MTV is just launched.
Sure.
And this, families had much more technology. And this family is sort of a middle class, I think is what they would be described as.
Okay. Yeah.
The Freelings family. They've got 3-bedroom home. It's really average. What stood out to me when I was watching the house is this is a nicer home. Oh yeah. Rest in peace, MTV. It is done.
Yeah, that's right.
Saying that at the beginning and the end. It's a nice home. They're doing well. We find out quickly that they're going to have a pool put in the backyard, all of these things. So they're they can afford a fucking pool, but they're not super rich.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some manicured lawns, but there's no extra.
Right.
Right. Their house is not a lifestyle.
It's just
shoot.
A regular. So
we're not styling things like we do on social media these days.
It's kind of like the house from E.T. too, right? Just sort of.
It's just a functional fucking house.
Just like your regular middle class 80s.
Absolutely.
House.
Nobody's freaking out about anything.
It's not a McMansion.
Absolutely not. Yeah. So they are just happily plunking along. So there was this commentary in the movie about technology creep into every corner of life, families gathering around the television. Let me just hit this microphone. And it was just a normal house, right?
Okay.
There wasn't anything gothic. There wasn't a haunted house that was happening. It's just the house next door.
Yeah.
So really quickly,
Amityville Horror was a house, right?
Yes.
There was obviously something incredibly creepy about that house.
Yes. And they went there on purpose.
Right.
And it's
yeah, maybe rethink that.
Why did you go there? Yeah, it's pretty wild. So the premise of the movie starts right away. And what I love so much about it is that no one in the film, none of the actors, it is never questioned. The movie goes so fast. All of the characters, everybody buys in immediately. It's just absolutely accepted. Well, we should get there, but they're able to find the experts that they're able to find without question on a university campus to help them figure out what the fuck is going on in their house that seems to be a gate to hell.
To be fair, that happens a lot because in Ghostbusters, right? It was pretty easy to find Venkman.
Yes.
He was just kind of milling around.
So because it's a fucking scary movie. There are tons of effects. They were really cutting edge. Industrial Light and Magic did the groundbreaking special effects. There were portals, flying toys, which is one of my favorite fucking scenes after the bedroom of the children is well and haunted by the poltergeist. You can open the door and you can see the special effects, but a compass.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
With the little needle on the end.
Oh.
It's a record needle.
Okay.
So it meets a record and it flies around a room. There's a jack in a box. All these toys are flying around and coming up to the people's faces when they're in the door. So
this sounds terrifying.
It was really, really cool. It was amazing. So the family was Diane, Steve, Carol Ann, Robbie, and Dana, the Freelings. Dana is 16, Robbie's 8, Carol Ann is 5, I think. And we were doing the math because it comes out that my God, 5 seconds. I'm glad I have fucking things written down.
3 to 5.
Diane is 32.
Okay.
And so I was laying in bed the other night and I'm oh, okay. So that means she got pregnant when she was 15 or 16 years old because her oldest is 16 years old. And, they probably finished high school. He went off and got a job. He's selling real estate. They're fine. Right. And there's just no big thing about it.
Completely unrealistic.
It's all good. But maybe.
Maybe in the 80s, maybe.
So 82, maybe. They're in their 30s. So that means they were born in the 50, 60 to 70, 80. No, they were born in 50.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So their parents, so they were baby boomers that,
Yeah, they are boomers, but they're kind of hipper boomers, at least in this.
All the boomers were at some point younger.
That's true. I guess we were all hip at some point.
Everybody was hip at one time.
So the Freelings' home is the American dream, safe, suburban, new, but their house is built on something buried.
Okay.
It is.
So could I ask a question?
Please.
Because I'm remembering a little bit about this movie.
Yes, yes.
Not much. Was there's a super scary dude, like skeleton-y looking dude?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like
so many skeletons.
Is he a preacher?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so there's Poltergeist, Poltergeist 2, and then there was a Poltergeist 3.
Oh, God help me.
Poltergeist 2, you do see more of the preacher, but it does extend the story. So there are tons of fucking skeletons.
Okay.
Because if you have not seen this movie, fucking spoiler alert, the whole housing addition in Mesa Verde or Costa Verde, California, was built on a cemetery. And so
an ancient Indian burial ground, right?
I mean,
maybe
ish.
Okay.
They kind of say that, but they are like it's like an old pilgrim cemetery.
Okay.
Like those are the kind of characters that you sort of find out.
You can't
are
do
there.
that. You just can't do that.
No, you need to
shouldn't
move the bodies if you're going to do that. That has been done. I mean, cemeteries have been relocated in the name of quote, progress. But in this case, they just moved the headstones, which left me slightly incredulous because really like you kind of have to dig down and like put plumbing and I mean, if I want to bring some reality into this totally made up movie, I was like, well, at some point somebody would have noticed. Absolutely. Yeah. And the other thing is they had dug that pool all the way down. I mean, it was like 10 feet down and had not run into anything yet. So unless the pilgrims were super industrious and burying people 20 feet down, I mean, at some point somebody probably would have noticed. However, for the premise of this film, we're going to accept it as truth. And all of those spirits were really fucking pissed off. And so basically the TV is like an access point into the home because you know what they want to do, Megan?
They just want to nap.
They just want to go to the light.
Okay. But you can't.
They're stuck.
Well, wait a minute. Wouldn't they have had a long time after
trapped.
They like died in
That's where the second movie
way
comes
on
in.
ancient days?
Yes.
They had a long time to like move on to the light, right? Before somebody built a house on them.
So if I'm remembering correctly, and I'm probably not, like I remember watching the second movie and this creepy old dude is like very, and I think what the premise is that he was like leading them across the country or something. We're going to talk in the way backs.
Okay. In the Oregon Trail.
In the Oregon Trail. And so like, it was kind of like a religious group, cult.
And they got to Mesa, wherever it was, and died of dysentery.
And he just didn't want to let their spirits go. There was some sort of like access to power. Like he wanted to keep them all trapped there. I feel better about Poltergeist now rather than the second one, because the creepy old dude like really creeps me out. So he is not in the first one. Not as a fully developed character, but there is a scene where it hints at the shapes of these people, and there is a character with like a wide brimmed hat. Okay. And if you've seen them both, you're kind of like, okay. But I mean, the consequence is because we don't have the real creepy old guy, the family just gets attacked by like skeletons popping out of the ground towards the end. So, okay. So you're digging this Ask
pool.
me questions. Yes. Tell me all.
All
yes.
right.
Yes.
Well, you mentioned the little girl goes missing.
The little girl goes missing.
So where is she?
Okay, so this is, big deal. The
Again,
opening of the movie.
I just want to say I'm sorry for all the people who've never seen this movie or not. Like maybe you're coming along on
and
this
you're just
ride
like,
with me.
This is the best. Thanks. So they lay it out early on, right? It's this beautiful idyllic home, but immediately something is wrong because little Carol Ann has a canary. And named Tweety.
Yeah.
Tweety.
Tweety.
And sadly, Tweety is dead. First thing.
Canary in the coal mine.
Legit.
Yeah.
And so there's this beautifully shot scene of Jo Beth Williams as the mom holding Tweety. She's like, shit, Tweety, couldn't you have waited for like a school day? Because then we could have just gotten through this.
And we could have gotten a replacement bird.
Totally legit 80s momming. And there's this scene where she's just perfectly poised over the toilet, squatting, getting ready to drop the bird in a toilet, which you wouldn't do because the bird's fucking really big.
Yeah, that's going to clog up that is going to piss off the spirits.
But the moment is
don't flush the bird.
Little Carol Ann walks into the bathroom and goes,
no.
Okay.
Oh, that's some trauma.
So this is the first thing. And so there's this whole like, I mean, it just felt so 80s. There's this whole Tweety Bird funeral. The dog is there. It's chaos. The little girl like wants a flower and a napkin and a Twizzler in there. And she's brilliant. She's such a great actress. So they put Tweety in a cigar box.
As one does, yeah.
And bury him in the backyard. And then,
but not too deep.
Not too deep because the fucking dog who's called E-Buzz is what we think it is digging up the bird. Yeah, and then and she's like, she buries the bird and she's so sad. And then she looks up, can I get a goldfish now? And don't you know, in the next scene, she got fucking goldfish. And in the very next scene, they're excavating for the pool and they dig that fucking bird up. It is so 80s. It's just like,
I feel like the bird should be alive, right?
Very impermeable.
Fly away.
A little Pet Cemetery action.
Oh, so I did like that movie.
All of these things kind of like set like, okay, something's not quite right. And the little boy is in the backyard and he's looking at this giant tree that they like chose to leave in the yard, even though it's clearly dead. But the dad goes on and on about how that tree's been here for a really long time. And it's really important. You know what I mean? And don't you know that fucking tree ate that kid later on? I mean, that tree got hungry. It's a seriously pissed off tree.
Okay,
and so then
okay, you've got the little boy eaten. Like dead?
Later, he gets eaten. Dad rescues him. It's fine. We have to have a reason for the family to go outside in order for Carol Ann to be left long enough to get disappeared.
Eating a child, the tree eating a child is
It's a distraction. You do. So there are just all these little like hints that something is going to go wrong. There's the premise of the storm. And then the second night the storm comes back and that's when all hell fucking breaks loose.
Well, yeah.
So there's like really good kind of.
And you know why, right? Because you're digging a pool and you got a hole and now the water's getting in and it's really pissing the spirits off because now they're soggy.
Now they're wet. It's so sad.
They got things to talk about.
So the storm kind of comes in. You can tell it's an unnatural storm.
Oh, sure, of course.
The boy is very scared. The dad has given him like a reassuring thing to do, like count the seconds between the thunder and the lightning, and you'll be able to tell that you're going to be okay. So the audience is lulled into like, oh, this all worked last night. It was fine. It'll work again the second night. Nope. Sorry, motherfuckers. That tree is going to bust through that window in the middle of the storm. Take that little boy and try to swallow him so that the poltergeist can pull Carol Ann, her sweet, innocent self, into
the TV?
Into, we don't know where.
A closet?
It's a place with a lot of jelly. Is what we find out later on.
Ectoplasma.
So it's kind of like in between worlds. It is a world in between worlds.
The jelly filling like in between the worlds.
It's like a jelly donut. It's filled with a lot of jelly because when they go in and rescue them,
they're gooey?
They're gooey.
That's totally ectoplasma.
And they have to put them in a bathtub to get them to wake up from the goo bath.
Who are you going to call?
Exactly.
Right?
Well, the reality is, I'll tell you who they call.
Yeah, because you said that there's like somebody just locally that they could just pick up the phone and be like,
it's so brilliant. Let me see if I can find her name. Her name is Nancy. Oh, God.
Okay.
She's like a psychologist.
I'm picturing her.
Okay. Yeah, tell me.
Okay.
Oh, here she is.
Okay, now I'm going to totally confuse. This is so bad.
Oh, I love it.
I'm going to confuse her with the organist in 16 Candles when Molly Ringwald's sister gets married. There's that organist and she walks and she's got like a squeaky shoe.
She might have been the actress in that, but it's a different character. I think it might be the same. Have you pulled it up? Organist 16 Candles. So brilliant.
Oh my God. We need to do more of this where I'll tell you a story about a movie
and I can
you've
ask
never
you
seen.
questions.
Yeah. Okay. We've got to do more of this.
So good.
This is so dumb. I really love it.
So while he's looking that up, the initial okay, so wait, let me just back up a little bit.
Yes.
Carol Ann gets pulled into what they call a portal inside the closet.
Okay.
So the closet door opens. There's all this light. I was reading they used like lighting through. Yeah. That's totally hers. Zelda Rubinstein.
Candles was played by Zelda Rubinstein. She's credited in the film with the role alongside her other more famous role in movies like Poltergeist.
Fucking brilliant.
Okay.
Look at you.
Do I know anything? Can I remember like
Machine?
what I had for lunch? I cannot.
But you remember
But
that.
somehow I just pulled that shit out of my
brilliant.
ass.
So she's like the deus ex machina for all of this, right?
Okay.
They go and get the first team of experts, and then she's the other expert that gets brought in when the first team of experts is like stumped and needs extra help.
Okay. All right.
So-
all right.
She's just brilliant.
the shit.
I mean,
okay.
she's awesome. So
She's just okay as an organist. by the
she's
way.
just
Not-
mediocre.
yeah,
was
not
not
great.
quite the same level.
Not
Well,
her calling.
she's
truly.
not rescuing people from a portal in a closet that is filled with poltergeist spirits
And goo.
and a lot of goo. There's so much. We have to really wrap this up. People are going to get so fucking bored. So essentially, the first character is a parapsychologist, Martha Lesh, and she is a trained psychologist. They make it all so like you just buy in because she's like, I'm a psychologist, and then I got interested in this weird stuff, and everybody think I was crazy, but she works at a university. So when their
she knows
kid
everything.
gets sucked in to a hole, and they've been having like weird shit happen. Like the way the weird shit happens is like,
Well, the
suddenly
clown.
like chairs start to move themselves in the kitchen. Like they start noticing little
okay.
things
Yeah.
first, and that gets them to kind of interact with it.
Mhm.
And then they steal the kid, they being the poltergeist spirits. So the dad goes to the nearby university, I'm guessing like UCLA or whatever,
Mhm.
and hooks up with these people. So Martha, Ryan, and Marty show up to investigate, and they determine there's a poltergeist intrusion involving multiple ghosts. Thank you, Wikipedia. And Stephen learns from his boss that the Cuesta Verde development was built on top of a former cemetery, and the graves were moved to a nearby location,
Mhm.
supposedly.
Supposedly.
The one character that totally gets the shaft in this movie is the teenage daughter. Like she's kind of in and out. It does feel like they cut a bunch of her stuff.
Uh-huh.
And she's just basically like out with her friends most of the time because like shit ain't right. And everybody's got the TVs on all the time so that you can talk.
I mean, she
Oh,
can't study. because-
Important thing. Carol Ann can be spoken to through the TV.
Okay.
So Mom can call to her, and
Oh.
Carol Ann is looking for her, but she can't see her. And she's in there with all of the people. Like there are
With
all
the
these other
spirity,
spirits
ghosty
there.
things.
And then there's a really bad spirit who's like controlling her or keeping her there.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, I could see like maybe, she's just they wanted her because can talk to them. Like they're lonely.
Well, that is part of it. Good instinct.
Oh, good.
The parapsychologist explains that the reason that they want her is because she has like a life force. She's a really strong light.
Okay.
And they've been trying to get to the light for a long time, but they've been stopped
They're
by the
drunk.
bad guy, Black
With the
Hat
hat.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scary guy.
And so they want her. She's like warm and she radiates life. And they're
Yeah,
like,
except for the
trying
bad
to get
spirit.
to this place. No, he wants to control everybody. So he's like got Carol
What's
Ann in
wrong
there.
with him?
He's a white guy.
Oh, there you go.
Sorry.
That'll do it.
But I will say it's not just that. He's like a cult leader. You know,
Oh,
when
all
you're in
right.
charge of a cult, you don't want to
You don't want to let go.
give up your cult.
No.
You want to keep all your people.
If you give up your cult, what do you have?
So
What is a cult leader without a cult? Nothing. Just a guy.
Guy on a corner yelling in a microphone.
Just a guy.
I guess so. So there's a lot more to this movie. I can't play it, but some of the most brilliant scenes. The whole family's sleeping in the living room because the children's bedroom is now fucking just haunted as fuck. All the cool 70s stuff that is left that hasn't been sucked into the hole in the
goo hole.
closet.
Okay.
It is a goo hole in the closet, like is all up there. So they can't open the door. It's
Did they
scary
get their
times.
stuff back?
Oh no. This is
No?
the end of the movie. You're
Okay.
gonna fucking love it so much. The spirits are so pissed, they fucking suck the whole house. The
The whole
entire house
house?
and all of the shit just goes into like a hole in
But
the
Carol
middle
Ann's
of a storm.
okay, right?
We do rescue her because
Okay.
she's covered with jelly.
Okay.
They bring her out of the goo hole through the ceiling. It's a portal.
Okay.
I mean, it's really deep science. You'll have to watch it.
Yes. But I'm clearly not up on my.
There are some like brilliant effects where they're like, they're being haunted by the poltergeist, and the poltergeist wants everybody to leave, of course. So there's
the bad poltergeist.
Yes. Okay. Bad poltergeist. There's a really well-known scene where one of the guys goes in to get some food out of the kitchen, and he's like eating a chicken leg, and he bizarrely pulls a steak out of the refrigerator and slaps it on the counter and is going to cook it.
Okay.
But then he starts seeing things, and the chicken leg has like maggots all over it. And the steak starts to move, and he imagines he's pulling all of the skin off of his face. It's the scene I can't watch. It's like too much body horror. It's so gross.
It's worms, Michael. No, maggots. It's maggots, Michael. Thank you. Tim's like looking at me like, Megan, don't fuck with that. You know better. Do better.
Do better. Do better
with your bad reference to a completely different movie.
Oh my god!
I find this
it's fascinating.
Be super fun, and number one, I don't have to watch it, and I'm okay with that. Like now, I don't have to, but maybe I want to.
There is some incredibly wonderful accepted 80s. I'm using the word wonderful with this. Very accepted 80s misogyny written into the script early on.
Okay.
Where like the high school girl, she's like in a very appropriate, knee-length skirt, a blouse. She looks very young. I mean, she looks like a 16-year-old when we were 16-ish.
Sure, yeah.
She's getting on her bike, and she's being like catcalled by the guys digging the pool. And the mom's just like,
oh, boys will be boys.
And she does this great thing and like flips them all off, and they're like, hey. But nobody thinks anything of it. It's not like menacing or anything. And I'm like, yep, that's how I grew up.
That's pretty much how it was.
That's exactly it. It is just quintessential.
What I think is really fun about this, so like I know we've talked a little bit about Stranger Things.
Yeah,
and
for
this
sure.
Is so clearly the Duffer Brothers when they were thinking about Stranger Things.
Oh, yeah.
I am sure they have seen Poltergeist 100 million times.
Absolutely.
Because it sounds like there's a very much upside down sort of.
Yes, totally. There is that vibe. So they can't figure all this shit out by themselves. The parapsychology team. So they have to go get the piano player from 16 Candles. And they have to bring her in because she's like a medium and like can speak with spirits and knows how to go into the goo hole where everybody's covered with jelly. And they need her to like help them figure this whole thing out. Her character name is, oh my God, it starts with a T. It's not Tamsin. It's Tahine. It's something. I can't find it right now. It was right in front of me. Sorry. I did it again. Oh gosh, I don't want to pause.
Is it up there? A little more.
I literally just had
a whole list.
It is Tangina.
That's it. I was hoping it would pop up down here. Tangina. What's her last name?
There is no last name.
Oh, I think it's in here somewhere. We're not going to do that though. My brain will try to figure it out. She's brilliant. So they bring her in. She's a spiritual medium. Oh, can you see it? Oh, there she is. Tangina Barons. Zelda Rubinstein as Tangina Barons. Both amazing fucking those names up. She should have just stayed herself.
She should have.
Zelda is a much more appropriate name for a medium.
That's what my daughter wanted her name to be.
Did she really?
Yeah, she really did. She's very mad that we didn't go with that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is what it is.
We're so sorry, G. So she cleans the house, helps them rescue their daughter from the goo hole. Everything is supposed to be fine.
And then the house gets sucked into it.
Well, it's not fucking fine. They pack everything up. They're getting ready to move.
Because
going into the goo hole, mom had to go rescue the girl, right? Because a daughter will come to her mother, blah, blah, blah. But it wasn't just that. But like they dressed Jo Beth Williams in this beautiful white, very like late 70s, early 80s kind of like outfit. So she's dressed for like optimum goo coverage. Like it's just gonna glow. Her hair is beautiful.
She seems light.
Glowing. She is. Okay. She is a light. She's an angel. She's gonna go in and like rescue her daughter. And they're gonna pull her out through the other hole in the ceiling.
Goo hole.
And they'll get her that way. So she goes there. They get her out. Everything's fine. And the medium declares the house clean. So then the family, of course, is going to move the fuck out.
Yeah.
And as a result of going through the goo hole, she has this like amazing white streaks in her hair that look really, really hot. But for some unknown fucking reason, after they've packed up, I don't know, 70% of their house.
Yeah.
And the kids are all going to go just like take a nap while they're waiting for their dad to wrap shit up at the office. She decides to go color her hair. And don't you know? Oh, yes, that quizzical face is exactly what we were making the other night.
What?
I was like, why?
Okay,
but it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. So my house is possessed. My children have been sucked into the house through a goo hole. I've had to like wash goo off of them. The tree tried to eat my son.
Yep.
All my shit's gone because it's been sucked into a hole. I'm not fucking sticking around that house waiting for Coach to get off of work.
Fucking Coach.
And come home.
Oh, and
I am out.
You dove into a whole pool. You fell into your pool full of skeletons.
Why?
Like,
why?
That happened while they were trying to like save their kid and all of this. Oh, it happens after she dyes her hair. That's the curse, women. Don't dye your hair. You're going to fall into a pool full of skeletons.
Let your grays come in. Let your poltergeist grays come in.
Absolutely. Just let it happen.
Seriously, though.
The house was clean.
Oh, okay.
Until further notice.
Whatever.
And then they got the notice. And it was a big notice. It was right on the door.
I don't give a shit if like the,
We're just leaving right now. I'm certainly not coloring my hair.
I am not spending enough time in that bathroom to color my hair.
So at the very end, there's like caskets busting up through the floor and the walls and like out of the pool and like through the yard. There's bodies, bones everywhere. It's the creature in the house is clearly going. So they get everybody out, and then the house gets like sucked into this hole and just
Tangina
blips out of existence.
Tangina should stick to organ playing at weddings because that is a shitty job as
she was really just like a goo hole rescue society expert and did not actually send the spirits away. She thought she had, though. She thought she'd sent them all to the light and it was fine. Black hat guy.
Ugh.
I think he's the problem. That's
what
probably.
We'll learn that in the next movie.
He's the problem.
Which I will not watch.
Which is totally fine. So there are a couple of, aside from just the fucking like spellbinding story that you have been listening to, Jo Beth Williams was not aware that she was swimming in a pool full of real skeletons.
Oh, so the actress herself, they put her in a pool full of actual...
Yep.
Why?
Because they were cheaper than rubber skeletons at the time. They were released from like a medical something. And the technology to like make fake skeletons at the time was not that great. And they were kind of floppy. And so they used real bones.
All of these people really wanted to be in theater. Mm-hmm. I'm going to break it in someday into the movies.
You just need to be able to swim with real skeletons.
Just wait. So someday you're going to see me on the big screen.
Are those real skeletons?
At least the bones of me on the real screen.
Oh, yeah. We could donate our skeletons to
There we go.
Movie Magic in the future. Please. And they'll be like, my God, these crazy women, don't they know that we don't use real skeletons anymore? So there is a little bit of like a curse, a poltergeist curse. Okay. And I do remember this. I didn't know why, but I just like, oh, it's a scary movie. It's sort of like the Scottish play. Uh-huh. It's got this like vibe. So the 16-year-old character was played by Dominic Dunn. And I think like the day that the movie came out or shortly thereafter, she was actually murdered by her boyfriend, which was horrifying. And she was a young teenager. Heather O'Rourke, who played Carol Ann, which was the youngest daughter, died when she was 12 in 1988 from complications of an intestinal obstruction that was misdiagnosed, which is really sad. Julian Beck, this one's less woo-woo, played Reverend Kane, creepy black cat guy, in Poltergeist 2, died of stomach cancer shortly after the film was released. Will Sampson played...
to be fair, he didn't look good.
Taylor in Poltergeist 2, died in 1987 from complications following a heart and lung transplant. And then Lou Perryman played Pugsley, the construction worker in the original. The construction workers are the ones that are like the straight up funny misogynists. Can we put those two words together?
Yes.
Ha ha ha. He was murdered in 2009. So the alleged origin of the curse was the use of real human skeletons as props. The real skeletons were believed to be a cost-saving measure, and the practice is seen as a direct parallel to the film's plot about spirits being disturbed by the desecration of their graves.
There is a little irony there, isn't there? Just a wee bit of irony.
It's freaky enough for it to be freaky.
That is wild.
Yep. Absolutely.
Is Craig T. Nelson still alive?
Yeah, he is.
So he's hanging in there. But he probably didn't go swimming with the skeletons, right?
No, he was at the office. You know, they just gave him this line.
He was off
It
that
was
day.
such a it was such a
sheet.
shitty piece of writing because it doesn't make sense, but it's clearly set up so that they can do this whole finale, closing scene.
I mean, he probably went to the office to list the fucking house.
Right? Well, and there is a little bit of this, he gets tempted by the devil, right? Like the developer offers him tons of money, a new house in phase 4, all of this stuff. You're our top sales guy. Keep going. And after all this shit happens and he finds out what the company did, he's the ethical kind of everyman. He's like, fuck you. I don't need your fucking money. I don't want anything.
Good
His
job.
house gets sucked into nowhere.
Yeah.
And they leave. So of course he shows up in the car. He rescues his family, gets them all in there. This is probably one of my favorite. It's the closing end. I have too many words about this. They get in the station wagon with the dog. Everything's fine. Dana finally shows back up. The teenage daughter. Dog makes it. He's all good. And they get in the car. They drive to a fucking hotel. They're at a Holiday Inn. The shot is brilliant.
Oh, no.
I just keep hitting this. My hand is too excited. It's got the neon light. Holiday Inn.
Mm-hmm.
They go into the room.
Oh, no.
It's a motel, so the rooms are on the outside.
Because movies never end the way you think they're going to end.
Right.
There's got to be something.
Close the door.
Yeah.
It waits 10 seconds.
Or the TV
opens the door, throws the TV out of the room, closes the door.
Hilarious. Okay.
So it is a nice little
cute. Yeah.
Nod.
I was afraid maybe there was just some static or something when they open the door to the room and it's
they didn't torture you in that way. They end the movie and
with a little
nice.
Little finesse.
Yeah. So there's
a
little giggle at the end.
All right.
You went on a journey.
That was something, and I don't hate it.
It's quintessential 80s. If you have not rewatched it in a long time, listening audience, and if you bothered to get to the end of this conversation, watch it because it's just wild. You are like, oh yeah, it feels there's
like
so
the
much
80s.
sense memory. It's like, yeah, this feels accurate. These were my friends' houses. This was, I didn't live in a subdivision like that, but I remember them, it feels,
I love it.
Right. So there you go.
Well, that is super fun. Thank you for taking me on into the goo hole.
Anytime. Goo hole does not have ball bearings.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Sue Johansson from Canada did not know about it, sadly. However, here we are.
I loved it.
So maybe next time.
Oh, there he is. You showed me a picture of
I'm
Scary
so
Dude.
sorry. Scary Dude. Yeah, he was
I
right
don't
there.
like him.
It freaks you out.
I really don't like him.
Maybe you find a comedy
I'm sorry
I have
he died,
not seen. Oh, right.
Yes. As an actor, I'm sorry he died. But
Absolutely.
However,
he was so scary. Such a scary dude.
Yeah.
And he is in that second movie. And it's got to be pretty soon after the first one because
the same
Robbie's
cast?
except for Dominique Dunn because she was sadly murdered.
Yeah, right.
But yes,
Oof.
it is the same cast. So
wow.
There you go. That's what we got. That's enough.
I would move to the other side of the world.
That is enough. That took
And probably rent.
40 minutes. Probably. Sorry, friends. We'll edit that down. We'll see what happens.
That was fun.
Hope you
Thank you for
enjoyed your
that.
little stroll. You're welcome. My pleasure.
All right. I'm going to pick the next movie.
Sounds
we
great.
have to call this some sort of movie night or something.
Yeah, we'll find something clever to say.
Sweet.
I'll see you next time.
Yes, let's do that. And we'll be, my God, we're getting into the holiday season.
Shh. We'll talk about that later.
Okay. I'm not going to talk about that now.
Good night.
Thanks, everybody.
You have been listening to Gen X Women Are Sick of This Shit. Hey, Megan.
Hey, Leslie.
What do people do if they want to find us?
Well, we have a website that people can find us on, and that is genxwomenpod.com. We also have a Facebook page. We have an Instagram account as well. We have a YouTube account where we put YouTube shorts and other little tidbits up there. We have a TikTok account.
I don't talk the tick or tick the talk.
You don't tick the talk?
I do not.
I barely talk the tick, but I did put a TikTok up.
We're explaining the internet to people.
That's
okay, though.
It's great.
We need to know how the internet works. Can people buy merch?
They absolutely can. We have a merch store on the website itself, and we also have an Etsy store, too. So they're just pretty easy to find. It's just GenX Women on Etsy.
And if you are listening to this podcast, presumably you found it somewhere. And while you're there, give us a review.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think.
Throw some stars at us.
That'd be great. We'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
Ooh, 5.
Maybe 10.
And also make sure that you are hitting subscribe so that you're notified whenever a new episode drops.
Most important.
We also have a 5 Minutes of Fame that I think we should tell people about, too.
Hell yes. We want to know your stories, your 5 Minutes of Fame stories. You can send those stories in on the website, or you can call 1-888-GenX-POD and leave your story for us, and we will play it live in our next episode.
Yep.
2 or 3.
We'll listen to it on a little red phone just like Batman.
That'd be cool. Let's get a bat phone.
A bat phone.
I think that's it.
I think you're right.